touchback.
Right. 180! 54. Let's go, hey, I'm 133. Let's go. Hurry, touch!
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They go play action. Mayfield. They complete it to Hill.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
58, come on. 58, come on. Watch the screen. Hey! Hey, wahoo!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Mayfield looks to throw. Past the 20. Open man is Samuel. Complete. 27 yards there. A first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Come on,
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
15's the mic. 15's the mic. I got 15. Quick turn around.
Off the play fake. Fields into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen,
and it's intercepted at the goal line. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 27.
Check it back. Check it back. It's free.
Throwing on first down. Fields looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Fields caught by Jones. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, Fields. Cooper's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Looking to throw. Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one complete to Hill. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Mayfield off the play fake. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just have to.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Throwing after the interception. Fields. Looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 11. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Julio Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Right there. Hurry! Right there, 54 Mike. That's what I do. Check there. Hey, alert! My touch.
Mayfield down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
It's caught. Jones. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Now that's Elliott. Complete. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to throw. Fields. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Time to go. Night. Run. Watch out. Real. Jump.
McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drop.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
20. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Kings. Tighten up. Alert. Check 26. Hey, alert 33. Tighten up.
On first down, here's Breida. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Bravo. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Alert 3. Say. I got it.
Mayfield to throw it. This is caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Alert. I'm coming after you. Check.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
36. Slam.
And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
A first down carry by Elliott. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
I got 15. Cut.
This is Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Come on, set. 60 out low.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Looking to throw. Fields. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check right.
Watch the twist.
Hey, watch it. He's checking. Crack. Hey, alert. Switch gears. Hatchet.
On second down, a run with Breida. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Mayfield. He is going to find Hill here. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Mike 54. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Hey, alert 33. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Check, 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 check. Pistol, pistol, pistol.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
10. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Up. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Check, check. Fresno.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
180. Check Mike 54. Kings. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
That's it. Big hit.
And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw, Mayfield. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Throwing, Mayfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Hurry. 54. Here it comes. Hey, Delta. Watch out.
From the gun, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together Charles and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
54 Mike.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Hey, alert 33.
Following the interception, Mayfield flushed out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Good.
Here's Mayfield. Floating one, incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
Hey, alert.
Mike 5-4. I got one.
Hurry.
On third down, Mayfield. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off down at the 2. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and in fact we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The Cowboys on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. This complete to Jones. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Lorenzo Carter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Intended that time for Cooper. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Check out right.
At the 29-yard line.
SOS. Point it right. My God.
Mayfield on play action. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
I got you, boy.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
Regular.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Back to throw. Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Looking to throw. Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Niners 41.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end.